Hello, welcome to the Ball Bit. I am Ball. I will now tell you a spooky story. You are you. You who is not Paul. You walk to the store to buy food. The food you seek is not there. In its place, nothing. An empty shelf. As if your food never existed. You seek out the cashier and ask, "Where is food?" The cashier tells you, "It's in the back." You are perplexed, but you desire food. You proceed to the back. As you step through the door, a bright flash of light engulfs your entire being. When the light subsides, you find yourself in a strange but familiar room. Stale carpet, loud fluorescent lights, beige yellow wallpaper. You wander the room in the back for a short time, but your body begins to ache. Suddenly, a phone rings in the distance. You recklessly pursue the sound, twisting this way and that. Finally, you discover the phone. As you lift it to your ear, a voice emits from the other side. "You are hurt." "No, I am hungry." "This is correct. Turn around." You turn, and there, on the floor, is the food. "You can eat the food, or you can leave the room in the back." What do you do? And more importantly, who was Ball? I am Ball. I have your food. Good night.
Welcome to the Fearfic Podcast. Fearfic is the term for short horror fiction, mostly posted on the web. It includes any and all related subgenres. Join three assholes talking basement goo Slimebeast, inebriated interstellar traveler Abysmii, and irritable ghostly man-horde Dead Palette, as they read all stories horror and internet-related, paragraph by paragraph, and bullshit while they do it. From adolescent revenge fantasies to subtle postmodern narratives about real-life events and everything in between, they read it and critique. You better believe it. Kick it to the cold open, white boy.
All right, let's do a real cold open then. Okay.
Okay.
How about
okay. That will never get posted, right?
No,
Never.
We're cutting. Elias
can't stand
cut
the controversy.
cut all of that out.
So I don't know about you guys. I don't like to consider myself a misogynist or a chauvinist or a sexist. I don't know about you two.
I neither consider myself that, nor want to consider myself that, nor am that. So I don't know what you're saying.
Too much
exactly.
denial, but okay. Male chauvinist Abysmii, everybody. But yeah, so I don't know, a little bit of an emergency happened a while back. Not comparative to what, we had to stop for. It's not what we had to stop for. But my cat got sick and had to have surgery. Ended up costing, all told, $2,000
Yeah.
Which, this was a 3-year-old cat, so it's like, gotta do it. It's not like a 12-year-old, 13-year-old cat where you're like, they've had a good life. So,
Wow.
Went to the vet's office and, boy howdy, the receptionist, such a fucking bitch.
Oh, I thought you were going to say Manic Pixie Dream Girl.
No. Well, see, we're getting there.
Okay.
Diminutive, long, like ass length red hair, naturally red hair, nice heart-shaped ass, but don't consider myself a chauvinist. But this woman needed a spanking really badly. Like, she was just mean and mad and rude, and I'm like sitting here with a cat that's dying, and I'm like, you fucking bitch. I'm gonna spank the shit out of you until you lose this attitude.
That is actually shocking, because I've been to many a vet's office, and not a single staff member has been anything but like calm and caring and kind. That is really weird.
Well, this is the South, It's an imposition to be there. It was before Christmas and everything, and they planned out. They didn't have any appointments that day as I was waiting there, so I was like, motherfucker, they didn't even have appointments. So it's like they were kind of drawing down their week for the holiday. And then here comes somebody with an emergency that's got to take their time. So she was just, I don't know, have you ever run into that situation where you're just like, you don't, as I said, never had this thought before in my life. Not a spanker. Not somebody who, ogles women and thinks of them in that way, on a daily basis.
I have never
But
spanked
this person needed a spanking.
No.
I have never
just
spanked anything.
I'm not saying
Absolutely
spanked something. I mean, have you ever just had that thing where it's like, you know what? The only prescription for this problem right here.
No, because like the worst service I've ever had, like in person, has always just been like at a restaurant, and it's like, okay, well, I'm never coming back here,
Right.
and that's the end of it. Because I don't, as someone who's been in food retail before, I will never like be rude to anybody in food retail. I'll just stop going there. I know I've never had an interaction like that of like, man, I need to spank the shit out of this person.
You've never come across just like a really fiery personality of someone who was just domineering despite their small stature, and you were just like,
No.
you're out of sorts here. You're out of line.
See, that's not what my go-to punishment is. My go-to punishment is like, bitch, I can grab you by the waist and German suplex your ass.
Now, okay, write in the comments below, which is worse? Getting German
I'd say
suplexed
the
or spanked?
spanking. The spanking has a humiliation to it. The suplex is just like, oh my god, you can suplex somebody. That's actually impressive.
What if you German suplex somebody and then spank them as they're laying there?
Well, that's just rubbing salt in the wound.
Spanking some salt in the wound.
So, to be clear, Abysmii went to a restaurant, he got bad service, he German suplexed the waitress, he salted up his hands from the salt shaker and started smacking her ass. That's what happened.
That is not what happened.
I had service.
That's why
at
he's
Bob
not
Evans.
allowed at Denny's anymore.
I had service at
You
Bob
suplex
Evans.
them. What the fuck? What's up, Denny's?
What the fuck's up, Denny's? That might be one of the funniest videos on the goddamn internet.
That is a meme that will never lose its charm. Great.
I got really bad service at a Bob Evans once, and it's very clear that this person was new because they came up, and we just gave them our order. She went away, and then it was literally like 40 minutes. Then she showed back up with our food, and it was very clear that there was a lesson being taught because we were making eye contact with the manager the entire time.
Yeah.
Who just had their arms crossed, and they were just like, listen, like they didn't say anything, but the look communicated everything of like, don't worry, she's fired.
Jesus Christ.
Well, I hate that because it's like, I've been to restaurants where it's clearly someone's new and they're like, they're just not up to speed on things. And we've all been there. Please don't fire that person, but maybe reassign the waiter so I can get my fucking, water that I ordered 25 minutes ago, please.
Listen,
well, it was kind of like watching a bad movie where you're enjoying how bad it is. I was having a great time. I was enjoying it, and this person who was the manager could very clearly see that, like, all right, you're chill with this, okay, but don't worry, she's fired.
Now, just think, that person could have kept their job. They could have learned a valuable lesson if, instead of firing, it just resulted in a spanking.
I can't argue with that.
Yes,
you are technically correct.
She was, what's the vernacular? She was certainly a slam pig.
How do I put this? Let's see. How do I put this in the most subtle and conscientious way? Yes, she was a cum dumpster, if you will, yes.
Welcome to the Fear Fiction Podcast, boys.
Welcome to the cum dumpster, boys.
Welcome to the cum dumpster fun house.
Hallmark cum dumpster.
What kind of state fair is this? Janine, get back in the car.
This isn't Whimsy Wood.
God damn it. Oh, we got wood.
Yeah, they shut down our business. Listen, there's no real way to do social distancing at the cum dumpster fun house. Everybody shoulder to shoulder. Square up.
I know I'm not the only one here, Someone else must have seen the 1990s Nickelodeon cartoon Come Dumpster Funhouse. It featured the occasional live-action actor. Dan Schneider came out.
Okay. Sorry for the hiatus, and sorry that we're really drunk. All three of us just inebriated.
Mm-hmm.
You're not drunk?
I am drunk. I'm just not sorry for it.
Oh.
I like how you're so drunk you said all three of us.
I said all three of us.
Yeah.
Listen, I'm cutting you off, Slimebeast.
Okay.
You were not allowed to cook any more Hot Pockets that may or may not have meat in them.
No more?
Sorry to see you're leaving the Cum Dumpster Funhouse. Did you like your hand stamped?
With what?
Bubba, bend over. Put your hand in there.
Put your hand in there?
You see that star on the back of that guy's hand? The brown one? Yeah.
Okay, we're on the Creepypasta subreddit, and we're reading today, My Deli Doesn't Pay Me Enough for This Shit, Introduction Post / Transcription 1, Faceless Freezer Freak. Which is, despite how many words that is not a no-sleep title.
Nope. Well, maybe it was posted on No Sleep and deleted. Because I just assume based on their standards, their moderation practices.
Oh, for sure. But this is word salad, but it is not a no-sleep title. Just want to point that out.
By the way, on No Sleep, you can't post a story if it's not realistic. You can't post a story if it's not this, that, and the other thing, blah, blah, blah. On the Creepypasta subreddit, we just ask that you not tell people to kill themselves. Or don't use the N-word. That's about it.
Don't shame victims.
Yeah.
Don't steal shit. Basic human decency.
Don't repost the tried and true ages-old copypasta about the Cum Dumpster Funhouse. We've read it all before.
I need you to make the Cum Dumpster copypasta.
Trevor Henderson created it. Credit him properly.
Do shitpost as much as you want about the Pizza Hatch.
Yes.
I've noticed a distinct lack of Pizza Hatch shitposting.
Mm-hmm.
I said in the last episode, not the last episode, several episodes ago, if I didn't see more Pizza Hatch stuff, I'd be disappointed. And I am, in fact, disappointed.
Yep.
If you don't start posting Pizza Hatch shitposts to r/creepypasta, we will start indiscriminately deleting the top posts.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. That's a threat.
You don't want to disappoint a biz daddy.
We need to get we really do need to get that rate of no sleep together. We just need to get everyone's Pizza Hatch shitpost together.
You know what? Slimebeast also posited that people should just, in character, reply to all the stories something involving, did you smell their feet?
Yes.
That needs to happen.
When somebody posts up a story on No Sleep and it gets like top story and it's something like, my grandmother had an ancient ritual that involved eating people and now I think that it had to do with eating people, just write a comment. Let's see, did you ever smell your grandma's feet?
And really, I know we're asking everyone else to do this, and you may be thinking, well, why can't you guys just do it? Number one, Slimebeast is banned.
We
Number
have reputations, yeah.
Yeah, if I post there, everyone's going to be like, you're the dude who quote-unquote stole people's story and is a terrible human being who is fat and balding and his wife hates him. Because that's what people think of me on No Sleep. Because I read some stories and critiqued them, and Brandon is a recluse. So we can't, you guys can't do this for us.
I was an author.
I have seen Paprika pull her hand away from Abysmii so many times when they're appearing at events.
Every time we're at the Oscars. It's just really awkward. At the Fear Fiction table. Chelsea's just sitting on my lap, and Abysmii and Paprika are on opposite sides of the table. Slimebeast is in between us.
Yeah, and I don't even notice because I'm just stuffing my face with Oscar pizza.
Oscar
they make
pizza
special
rolls.
pizza.
Can I get my pizza? Can I get my pizza in roll form?
They bring you a little envelope and you open it and pull out the pizza slice. Oh, anchovies! Huh? And the topping is, but yeah.
I do want to, at some point, just like one of those movies, like college movies, where there's like the prank war between the different fraternities. We do at the second biggest creepypasta subreddit need to do a prank war on No Sleep.
Yeah,
not malicious, just fun.
Like
and
a
maybe it
panty
starts. Yeah, just a panty raid.
We could panty raid all the waifus in their stories.
Yeah, hey guys, so listen, this creepy story about this creature that isn't Slenderman, but come on, did you smell its feet?
Yeah, if so, what did they smell like?
Honest question: did the feet smell weird? You know, this is important information.
Link a one of the, how there's like those tasting charts for like, the wine has a lot of tannin.
God damn it.
Just link like an olfactory chart of just like, did you smell their feet? And if so, where on the chart are we?
Did it have subtle top notes of foot? Yes.
If the foot managed to get in your mouth, what was the mouthfeel of the big toe? I need to know.
God damn it. Oh, fuck. By the way, also, I want to issue, on top of this challenge and the other challenge, I want to issue another challenge to our audience. If you can somehow get into the Academy Awards and replace every card with a slice of pizza, please.
You have to write it delivered by Pizza Hut.
The Foot Mouth Pizza Hatch in these delivery service challenge.
Or maybe just write memes on the cards. They're like, winner for best picture is, and it's like,
over 9,000 penises.
God damn it.
We read the title of the story 5 minutes ago.
Fuck.
We
also ranted about politics for fuck knows how long.
20 minutes.
You've got like Dr. Phil up at the Academy Awards, holding the Oscar in one hand and the card in the other. He opens it and it says, and the award goes to, for best picture, Cum Dumpster Funhouse. Wait a minute.
How did Pornhub get into this? Oh, I forgot Pornhub's canceled because it's turning into...
Pornhub would not have Cum Dumpster Funhouse. They're not edgy enough anymore.
Yeah.
I do love how Pornhub has basically been bought out like the deep state, like YouTube has been by the deep state. Anyway.
It is so disappointing. But anyway, the story. Do you want to reread the fucking title?
The deli...
What if you combined the deep state and deep fakes and had the deep fake state? Okay, anyway.
Shut up.
It's coming. The deep steak is coming.
Order the deep steak at the Cum Dumpster Funhouse. Limited time only.
Commence Operation Deep Steak.
Is that where they trade out the president for like a cow? And
it's the secret president.
Hope nobody notices.
There's a president and then a secret president. There's 2 levels.
There's a cow, and it just has a bunch of like orange tanning bullshit on it and a bullshit wig on it.
Okay.
And they're just like no, we don't need a new one, and they just scrub it down, and then they just put like wisp of white hair over.
Oh my god!
When the fucking when the UFOs come down and they abduct cows, why do you think they're doing it?
Yeah,
it's obvious.
This one.
How are we going to make this cow look like Biden now? I don't know. Maybe get some pins and pin back the eyes. Yeah, there we go. Perfect.
Just set a small female child next to the cow. No one will know the difference. The cow just starts licking the hair. Ah, it's perfect.
Fucking shit.
That
Kamala Harris. Oh my god, it makes sense.
Oh my god. Holy shit. It's all looping together. My deli doesn't pay me enough for this shit. Introduction, shit post, transcript 1, faceless freezer freak. My name is Chase. Oh my god, do we have to read a story? I'm 20-year-old college student working in a shitty deli under shitty management for shitty pay. And let me tell you, as the name of the series suggests, I do not get paid enough for all this creepy, disturbing, and strange things that happen in this deli. Breathing is kind of hard. I probably should lay back on the gym.
Immediately, I'm thinking, why haven't you quit then? You know,
capitalism.
Capitalism.
This basically is like every movie that opens with, "This is me."
Is me.
You may be wondering why I'm working in a deli in the shitty part of town for shitty pay.
You may be wondering why I'm working in the Cum Dumpster Funhouse.
That is the most fucking like white privilege statement because imagine if it was like someone in Indonesia, like at a Coca-Cola factory working for 20 cents a month. You're never going to see them say, "This is me. Yeah, life's kind of hard." So it's
I'm picturing Ryan Reynolds as like an Indonesian Coca-Cola worker. This, yeah, it's me. An Indonesian boy working.
I have to work as a barista. Like, is that the most glamorous career choice? No, but Jesus.
What if it's Ryan Reynolds in terrible Arab face, be in a weaker Chinese concentration camp of
God.
This is me, and I'm about to be euthanized.
Jesus Christ.
Bye, movie over.
Okay, for anybody who thinks that's a terrible joke, the purpose is to make you aware of what's going on in China. Please, Google the atrocities.
There's a literal genocide going on.
Yeah.
Multiple literal genocides.
Multiple literal genocides is my favorite 1980s hair metal band.
That'd be a punk band.
But what kind of genocide? Look at the definition, and that's happening right now.
It's rather
Fear Fiction Podcast, stupid dumb show. Enough politics for the Fear Fiction Podcast for forever.
For 2021.
With each post I make, I will either retell a tale of my experience in the deli, or transcribe my handbook entries from an unofficial official employee survival handbook.
What?
No. I completely get this, where it's like, okay, here's the handbook, but don't read that shit. I'm going to tell you how the job actually works. I think is what they're getting at. Yeah.
Okay.
It's like, it's basically this series is going to be short stories and rules pastas, I guess.
Yeah, I think so. But here's the thing, though. Like, if you think of that scene from Ratatouille where the hot chick with the giant nose pulls the dumbass aside and is like, "Shut the fuck up. Here's how you be a chef. Put your hands here." Dude, you're so wrong.
She's not hot. No, I'm sorry. She's not hot.
Whoa.
She's not attractive. She's not a Disney waifu. I don't care what anyone says.
Okay, hottest Pixar character, go.
Pixar? Scully.
Scully.
Scully?
Yeah.
From...
Scully. I
Sully.
may have mixed up Pixar and X-Files.
Mulder and Scully from Monsters Incorporated.
Look, I'm drunk. Okay.
Sully, interesting. Okay. I
just want John Goodman to hug me, okay?
Aw.
I just want John Goodman to hug me.
Aw. Oh no, it's Cloverfield Lane John Goodman. Uh-oh.
Oh no.
Boy, I kind of set myself... I guess Eve, the robot from WALL-E, probably.
Yeah.
She could get it.
See that.
She could get it.
Sanitary, you know.
Clean.
Is
She's
that
not a cup dumpster, you know.
For available women, it must be clean.
Yes.
Is that the secret to being a woman for Slimebeast? You just got so many juices, you just don't want no juices.
Yeah, I mean, that's with me forever. I just assimilate, you know, so what the fuck?
Girl, you ain't got no juices. That's okay. I got juices enough for the both of us.
I got juices for days.
Consider these creepypastas if you like, but I can assure you these things happen.
Mm-hmm.
Never a good idea to acknowledge that it's a creepypasta.
There is way too much meta front loading in these opening sentences. It's trying very, very hard to really, really establish what its format is. And that is a problem. You're breaking the fourth wall out the gate, and that is a big turnoff, at least for me.
This is very short for a entry type thing. Yeah. I would say that. And anything with entries, there needs to be a lot of forethought. Don't post any entry thing until you have a few entries prepped up of like, okay, I know where this is going.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Don't open an entry unless you have several entries ready.
Well, this really is the no sleep effect of placing an inordinate amount of importance on tropes and format, which, of course, Creepypasta is very guilty of. You know, it's not hard to spot, usually by its title, if something's a haunted video game. But even then, it's not. I found a haunted video game cartridge, part 1 of 5. Like, even that doesn't go as far.
This is like something that pervades like all literature, I think, in terms of like amateur writers and things, because I remember, you know, way back, like when I was a teenager and shit, seeing I would get an independent comic book, a comic book from a third-party publisher, and one of the characters would say something like, "Oh my God, I'm just like Iron Man," and I'd be like, "Fuck off!" It's like, don't acknowledge other comics and the fact that it's a comic and blah blah blah. You have to really, unless you're doing something like a Deadpool kind of thing, unless you're doing something really where you have it tight and you have the concept really well polished. It never is a good idea to break the fourth wall. Unless it's going to be really polished and really tight and really for a good specific purpose.
Yeah, it's fine if it's in universe and Lovecraft and the kind of pulp horror, pulp fantasy back in the kind of 20s onwards, they all kind of share their own universes, and you would see little literary references, little allegories to other gods or places or characters. And that was cool because it was, oh hey, a little literary nod. That's nice. It doesn't distract. It does take you out of it for a second, but it's a positive experience. If a non-Marvel property is going, hey, Iron Man, no, that doesn't work.
Yeah, it's the difference of like you said, Lovecraft and his
circle, yeah.
Yeah, I'm trying to think of a colloquial term for a group of friends, but it's failing me at the moment. His bros, I guess, would be a good term. If they have little cameos or little references and things like that, that's a damn sight different from a character in a story going, my God, this old god you're speaking of is sort of like Cthulhu.
Exactly.
Fuck off.
Exactly. Subtlety. Yeah. Wordsmithing,
It's like Cthulhu on steroids.
Okay, like Cthulhu, but he has a sombrero. I want to tell you my tales of working at Jolly's Urban Market in the hopes that I entertain you and get some things off my mind. I hope you enjoy our bizarre dive into strangeness that has been my experience as an employee for this deli.
Stop. Stop.
Yeah.
To be fair, this might be their first time writing something.
Yeah,
maybe the next entries will pick up and, learn, as it goes. I don't know.
Yeah, sorry. Big disclaimer. If this is someone's early attempts, my criticisms are not at you. This is a big red flag. Don't do this.
The red flag.
As is just common sense, as is uncommon sense, apparently. Definitely run by somebody hey, I'm writing this, I want criticism. If this is just something that you're writing for fun, I would still want criticisms. Wouldn't you? If let's say that you are hey, I'm not an artist, but I like to doodle, I like to draw. Don't you still just want to get better at it?
I honestly don't know the answer to that question because I do. And I have, I made a Vaporwave album, and I put it on the Vaporwave subreddit, and it got torn apart really, really harshly. And frankly, there was actually maybe 3 or 5 good posts in there that had very legitimate criticism that I'm thankful for. But I think a lot of people, especially young people, they do put themselves out there, and they are either kind of unprepared or unwilling to accept criticism. And that's not I don't blame them for it. If this is your first attempt and you are young, it's gonna sting. I think people go in with this thought of oh, well, either no one's going to comment on it or they're going to say they like it. Again, that's the no sleep effect. You can't talk down a story. You have to be in character. And if you're going to be in character, you can't apply it to anything other than good and true. And it's conditioning a lot of young authors, I feel, to not accept or expect criticism.
Plus, you post your work on Reddit, and it's fucking Reddit.
Yeah.
You post up your Vaporwave song, and there's going to be all these replies. For every reply that has, constructive criticism, there's going to be 7 that are didn't listen to it, but it's AIDS. Ad hominem straw man, Rick and Morty fucker.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. There was one that was straight up, you're a normie, and I hate this. Verbatim. That's what they said.
How do they know you're normal? You're not normal. What the fuck?
I don't know.
I want to get this off my mind. I hope you observe the strangeness. And that doesn't pay me enough to go on working through here. All names, locations, and store brands will be changed for everyone's safety. I hope you understand. I don't.
You know what? Half of this paragraph could have been a footnote. And
did you smell the footnote?
What did it taste like? And footnotes are not a thing you see in Creepypasta, and usually it doesn't really lend itself to the medium. But if I saw this as a footnote, I would not be put off. I'd be like, okay, no, that makes sense. Thank you for clarifying that point for me.
Or the first comment, underneath.
Yeah. Like, that isn't bad information, but it's not well-placed information.
I am more interested in the discussion we were having about, like...
Feet.
Feet, yeah. Listen.
You ever spank someone with your feet?
That's called kicking ass.
And I'm into that. No,
Brandon just goes out and kicks people for fun.
He walks up behind somebody random on the street, he kicks them right in the ass, and then he goes, oh
yeah. Kicking ass.
Anytime I'm just out in public, I just get a running start and drop kick people and tell them to get the fuck away from me. I'm social distancing.
If anyone out there is running local, you're about to get dropkicked by Brandon.
If you're running local, fucking hate it. Don't run local. Run international.
Mm-hmm.
Seriously.
I'm more interested in the discussion that we were having about young people posting these stories and the conditioning. Maybe we should talk about that more in depth sometime, but not really entranced by what's going on here, no.
It's a lot of... this opening paragraph is less of an introduction and more of a synopsis, like a Wikipedia article synopsis of here's what my story is, here's the tropes it's engaging in, here's what you can expect. Like, it's almost like they're analyzing their own story before they're actually telling it.
It's sort of like the intro to some kind of creepypasta field guide or something.
Yeah.
Dude, I think Abysmii and I are fucked up because we spent like 30 minutes on a fucking paragraph.
I like it. Dead Palette has reached that level of drunk where he's including other people in how drunk he is.
Well,
I think we're all fucked up here.
Though. He's not wrong.
I normally, so like, isn't it funny that we do a drunk podcast? Like, I normally don't drink during this podcast. Fucking Abysmii gets fucked up every time.
Okay,
and normally it's me and Slimebeast just like, okay, pulling you along. But now it's 2 versus 1 on the drunk scale.
Here's the funny thing, though, like, it's just fucking with COVID, for 2020 and still going into 2021, I have not been drinking that much because...
Yeah, because what are you going to do?
Yeah, like, I know I played this up. I'm not actually an alcoholic. I don't just drink all the time. I drink because I want to try new things, but that doesn't mean getting blasted. I'm not going out to bars.
I want to try new things, but not remember them. But yeah, go ahead.
But like, seriously, my drinking has dwindled. It really, really has. So the fact that I've done 2 drinks for this episode is just like putting me over the edge because I have not drank that much recently.
Damn.
And it's awesome. Don't get me wrong. It's fun. But yeah. Okay, I'm going to take like this next little sentence, which is its own paragraph.
Why don't you take the next 2 paragraphs entirely? Go ahead.
All right, fine. I'll do it. Okay. For our first entry, I would like to take a direct transcription of the handbook entry of the faceless freezer freak. Freddy Freaker! If you find yourself bored during the night shift, do not stare down the way of the ice cream freezers. It's my favorite boulevard. For those who have never visited the store, i.e. internet readers, you fucking incels, Jolly's is set up like a long hallway with many aisles branching out on the right side. Life has many aisles, Ed boy. Mm-hmm. And cash registers on the left.
So why are they describing this of like, hey, if you're just a stupid basic internet reader.
If you've never been outside, you fucking basement dweller.
But it's called Jolly's, but it's not actually called Jolly's because the names and locations and monsters have been changed.
Oh,
he actually is a faceful oven freak. He's actually a normal guy.
Man.
Sorry, get
Slenderman ice cream.
It says that it's Slenderman, but it's actually Pyramid Head.
Oh no. It's Conehead. Yeah.
Cone.
I mean, Conehead's already a thing, but maybe
already a thing.
Maybe we could figure it out. Waffle Conehead. There we go.
Yeah, not distinct enough. On one
not distinct enough. Fucking Waffle Conehead.
It's not. I'm sorry. That would not hold up in the USPTO. On one end of the hall sits the deli where I worked. The other end contains ice cream freezers and a wine area.
So here's
Where
the thing.
is this?
This
Where
is
can
a
I find it?
supermarket. He's in the
This
deli
person-
of a supermarket.
This is Sonoma County. That's all this is.
The Sonoma County is an
wine
entire
country.
walk-in area.
Seriously. Now, I will not specify which freezer this occurrence happens with as to dissuade you from trying it yourself. If you find yourself looking at these stores, you will often see reflections of the store and its inhabitants in the glass. If you
Yes.
look into this...
Wait. So to be clear, not only are they changing the names and the locations and everything, when they say they're changing the location from a Kroger's to a deli.
Hold on. You will often see reflections of the store and its inhabitants in the glass. You will often see reflections in glass because glass reflects things.
Yes.
That's what I'm reading.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, that's what you're reading. You're not.
Jesus Christ.
Now, are the
That's
inhabitants...
redundant. That is
creatures?
redundancy. You don't need to say that a mirror is reflective. Like, that's implied, but the fact that it's a fucking mirror.
A mirror presents a mirror image.
Imagine, if you will, a mirror reflecting everything that is shown in it. However,
See, you're taking that for granted. That right there is human privilege. You don't know how bad vampires have it.
True.
Oh, I do, and fuck those Nightwalkers. However, late
Whoa,
at night,
that's their word.
Whoa.
Even with the hard R, he said it.
That's
It's
right.
Nightwalker, and even then it's not your right to say it.
Abysmii just dropping the N-word with the hard R. I'm reiterating the joke. Man, I need to come back.
Let's not talk about how glass is reflective, but let's say the same joke 3 times.
Yes, apparently.
However, late at night, staring into one door in particular will reward you with the reflection it should be of a faceless horror. That's a reward? Okay.
Yeah.
Seeming to be standing in the aisle. That aisle spelled incorrectly, wrong type of aisle.
Maybe
if you get
not.
this far,
Maybe
Maybe
you look
not.
into the freezer. and it's a-
Locations have been changed.
standing to Honolulu's, whatever. If you
This
get
is
this
fucking
far,
Epstein again.
yes. It is too late to turn back.
Names and locations will constantly change throughout the story.
So anyway, at Schmali's supermarket,
God damn it.
if you venture into Raleigh's Roadhouse, you're gonna... What the fuck?
This is a shit show.
Working in the deli, I often have to fix many vehicles. Like, what? No! What? By the time I'm done, my clown suit is covered in ranch dressing. No! It's degrading on an even greater scale than before.
The freak is not quite human, but rather what you would get if you ask a toddler to mold what a human would roughly look like out of clay. The creature is almost always without clothes, though no discerning bodily features are apparent.
Oh boy, here we go.
This is my SCP entry.
Read
It has
this.
only been witnessed to wear clothing once, which was a suit and oh no,
It's
a
Slenderman.
suit and tie. It's fucking Slenderman. I'm kind of happy about that, but also very disappointed. The creature never seems to move while you look at it, and attempts to have someone else find the source of the reflection will come up empty.
Okay, hold up.
Okay.
So let's actually get some real criticism in here. Moment of sobriety.
Oh my God.
So that phrase of if a toddler tried to mold what a human would look like out of clay is really awesome.
Yeah.
It is the diamond in the rough of this entire entry.
And we were talking about this being an SCP entry, RCP entry. This, and we don't delete stories or anything. Things get downvoted and upvoted naturally on r/creepypasta because we let the people decide, hey, just do whatever.
Sorry, we're better.
So we're better. Listen, I'm just better than you, no sleep. Both of you knew what I was referencing. Anyway, this, the RCP people, let me tell you, they, for all of their faults, criticize each other mercilessly and have nights where people will pull up their stories, their entries, and they will get critiqued.
They have big libertarian debates, yes.
They have some big libertarian debates about toasters.
Nothing gets accomplished, but they'll persist.
Nothing gets accomplished.
Like every libertarian meeting I've ever been to.
But this belongs there because you're going to learn a lot from people trying to say, well, okay, what is your actual concept? What is it that you're going for? Because the whole toddler makes human out of clay thing does not mesh well with literally just Slenderman. Those are two separate images.
By the way, toddler makes human out of clay is what headlines are going to be post-Trump. Because nobody will have anything to talk about.
Is Trump a clay model made by a toddler?
What?
Game theory.
Oh my God. So Bush, when he gets out of office, starts doing these shitty paintings that everybody loves.
God.
What if Trump is just fucking makes Slenderman out of clay?
Trump is just there with he's in a smock, and he's sitting at this wooden table full of all these little Slenderman figures that he's made. What the fuck?
I'm making the perfect human. This is what he looks like. Look at his suit and tie.
As you can tell, I always use white clay.
My dreidel, absolutely amazing. I take it to all the synagogues. They're like, this is the best dreidel we've ever seen. I
say my dreidel, it's really Jared and Ivanka's, but still.
Let's give a warm round of applause for my wife. Absolutely excellent.
Brandon, I'm glad you brought up the RPC community because for all my criticisms of their content, I have no problem with them. I am glad they're doing what they're doing. Please, just because it's not to my taste, just continue what you're doing. I think it's really great that you are an interactive community and that you do hold criticism very high.
Don't all quit just because Abysmii doesn't like it. Don't, seriously.
Thank you for when I criticize you don't go onto these videos and call me bald and fat and my wife hates me.
Can we get everybody in the comments?
Only 2 of those things are true.
God damn it.
Thank you for not wishing a car hits me again.
Everybody, put the make and model of the car that you want to hit Abysmii in the comments.
Jesus Christ.
I want it to be a Nissan Pathfinder from 2015.
Oh, that's just
baby blue.
How about a Yugo? I bet you could survive that.
Yeah, probably. Okay, upon witnessing the reflection for the first time, tearing your eyes away will result in the creature appearing in any reflective surface you may look at, standing behind you in the meat case doors. The meat case doors.
Oh. You ever
do something with that?
You ever peer into a woman's meat case doors and see a faceless freak?
I typed really, really deep into her meat case doors. In the corner of the bathroom mirror, and worst of all, clung to the ceiling in the reflection of your water cup. Cup of water?
Your water cup. And worst of all, clung to the ceiling in the reflection of your water bowl next to your kibble.
That is my favorite fucking audio slave lyric. Leaving this phenomenon...
We're making fun of this story written by a 7-year-old Ukrainian boy.
Maybe he's the Indonesian coke worker.
Leaving this phenomenon alone will cause chaos and catastrophe for you. To end the effect, simply find it in the freezer door again, walk to it without breaking eye contact, and open the door. The reflections will immediately stop. I learned this 4 days after witnessing the phenomenon for the first time and lived with it for those few days. My one account of the creature wearing a suit was at a funeral I had attended.
Oh my God, I love that actually.
That's not bad.
He went to a funeral, he saw the reflection of the freak, and the freak was dressed for the fucking funeral. He had little flowers.
The longer you wait, the worse it gets. Breathing behind you on your neck, randomly being pushed, disembodied yelling, and random cuts and scrapes along your body coming from nowhere. Rookie, do yourself a favor and don't stare at the freezers on the other end of the store. You will regret it.
Bum, bum, bum.
Oh, this is not a threat or really a ritual pasta because you've changed the names and locations of everything. I have no idea what the fuck this describes.
I'm really looking forward to that NatPad video where it's just the screen cap of the funeral where it's like press F to pay respects, and then there's just there's a red circle around a person in a suit. And it's like Slenderman's origins.
Press X to pay respect. Yeah.
Whew. Well, that was My Deli Doesn't Pay Me Enough for This Shit introduction post / transcription 1 Faceless Freezer Freak by LMG 101GL.
LMG Light Machine Gun 101 Good Luck.
Listen to this liberal over here knowing gun things.
Yeah, gun things.
Yeah, this is... I get that this is an introduction for your series, but it is way too heavy on categorization. Just saying. Also, don't make your monster literally Slenderman, unless you're just going to make a Slenderman story, which, go for it.
Let me put this out there. Ambition is dumb. Ask people who participated in the Fleming Storage Unit project.
God damn it. I think
ask the person who organized the Fleming Storage Unit project. Ambition is dumb.
Ask the person who the longest story they've ever written was for the Fleming Unit Storage project.
Abysmii in the 7-part Fleming Storage Unit series.
I think it was 8 pages or something. I think I was right at the limit.
It contains a cipher.
He just sends me an email being like, yeah, so look, I need 7 storage units right next to each other.
Okay.
I got a big old bomb in there.
If I had sent you an email saying, okay, look, I want 7 different storage units and they're all going to be connected, but they're not all technically the same story, would you have let me do it?
No. I would not.
Sure.
Fair enough.
and you're my friend, and I would have told you to fuck off.
Fuck off, no.
Fuck off, no.
I am glad, because I wouldn't have allowed that either.
So Abysmii would have had to have hid his identity and contacted you under a bunch of sock puppets.
I did not have that much patience.
I made sure that I was not judging certain people's units to be fair and impartial. So
not judging. Not judging your friends' units, yeah.
Uh-huh. No, listen.
I'm going to take a piss before we do this next one.
Speaking of your friends' units. I actually, while Abysmii's gone, I'll actually say something that doesn't really matter. I would have liked the story explored more on its own. Just as there was a man, doesn't have to be faceless, doesn't have to be tall, doesn't have to be Slenderman. There's just a naked man in the door. Oh, go ahead?
Yeah. Doesn't have to be made out of clay.
Yeah. A naked man in the reflection of a door. And I see this man everywhere, and he's wearing clothes dependent on the situation. I'm at the beach, and I see his reflection in someone's sunglasses, and he's wearing an old-timey striped bathing suit like you see in the fucking 20s or something, Just, play with it a little bit, make a little, whatever.
That could be a member of the Addams family. Yeah. Oh, that's Uncle Reflections.
Uncle Reflection. God damn it. Yeah, that was a late season when they were really struggling for ideas. Uncle Reflection is coming to visit Karamia.
So am I, okay, serious discussion. Aged up Wednesday.
You mean just Christina Ricci now?
Yes.
Okay.
Dressed up as Wednesday Addams.
Well, then it kind of is a little strange. Because then it's like, why is she dressing up as a kid? If she has a modern day equivalent outfit, sure. But if she's pigtails and all that shit, it's like,
What's wrong with some pigtails? Listen.
There's nothing wrong with pigtails, unless it's in the context of you're dressing as yourself when you were underage. I don't know. On their own, nothing wrong, but.
If you're dating Wednesday Addams, if you're dating Christina Ricci, are you allowed to ask her to say certain things during bed?
Is it made of real Girl Scouts? What?
Yes, exactly, yes.
When would that come up?
Say the catchphrase.
Say the line, Bart.
I'm gonna go.
What the fuck did I stumble on into?
Wednesday Addams.
Oh, yeah.
he's just,
absolutely.
Yeah. Absolutely.
Wait a minute. You might need some context.
No context required. DragonflyKisses has written a story entitled, Have You Heard of the Story of Jam Jam the Ice Cream Man?
Yeah, and I'm going to go let my cat in the room.
Ugh, fine.
Listen, people just leaving the Fear Fiction podcast on our triumphant return.
It's embarrassing.
Just like Trump will triumphantly return in 4 years with a Patriot Party. Listen.
Oh, I can't wait. Okay, if he does get fully impeached, he cannot run for office again. Do I think that's going to happen? No. So we'll see. Time will tell.
Yeah. While you were away, Slimebeast, we were talking about James and the Giant impeach.
I see.
Speaking of peaches, Jam the Ice Cream Man. Have you ever heard?
Jam?
Is there peach jelly? Have you ever heard of the story of Jam Jam the Ice Cream Man?
No.
Obviously not.
You're writing it now. No.
Well, that's okay. Not many people outside of my town know who Jam Jam is.
That is a perfectly fine setup.
Absolutely.
It all started.
Everywhere has its own little local tales. That is believable.
Every place has its rules. Every place has its catch.
Mm-hmm.
Jump on into the pizza hatch.
Yep. Every place has its catch. Okay. Jump on. Yeah, I can see that.
So by the way, spoiler alert, everybody. Hey, have you heard of the YouTube channel called r/Creepypasta?
Have you heard of r/YouTube? Now on MySpace.
r/YouTube Creepypasta. Hosted by MatPat. Anyway, I'm writing Pizza Hash stories, and Abysmii, I'm going to need you to make a jingle for me, okay?
I'm fucking excited, and yes, I will.
Okay, so here's just spoilers. Plug your ears for the next 5 seconds if you don't want to hear what the jingle is going to be like. I need you to put a jingle below. What? Come on into Pizza Hatch.
I wonder if there's any kind of source you could look at for inspiration.
I can do that. This is workable.
All right.
Because I already have the octave and the fifth above it. Come on the Pizza Hatch. Yeah, no, I can do that.
Yes.
Okay. Yeah, come on down to Pizza Hatch.
It's just the reboot.
Snatch.
It's the
Pizza Hatch. Pizza Hatch.
It's the reboot version of Chuck E. Cheese, just like with a skateboard shit. Like, yeah, I'm here for 2020. Social distancing at Chuck E. Cheese.
Hey guys, it's me, Chuck E. Cheese, and I have a new attitude for 2021. Yo, bitch, got that wop? Bring it on down.
Bitch, get out the way. Get out the way, bitch.
Wait, what?
Chuck E. Entertainment was arrested today for drop kicking people while out social distancing.
I would. Can they rig the animatronics so it just goes up on a pole and the feet just drop kick someone? Kids get too close to the animatronics.
The drop kick of 87.
Yes. Fucking Jesus Christ. Scott Cawthon, get at us.
Episode title.
Scott Cawthon, you haven't had an idea since 2013. You can have that one. Just contact us.
Okay, Elias, ask yourself, does it need to be Dropkick of 87? Or is it Come Dumpster Funhouse?
No, because we already have Walmart Dumpster Fuck as an episode title. We need Dropkick of 87.
So Dropkick of 87? Is it 87 or 88?
Who cares?
It's 87.
Okay, good.
As a FNAF quote-unquote fan of the first three games, it's 87.
See, now, Abysmii, I'd have more respect for you if you said something like the first, but when you say first three, then I lose respect.
No, I refuse to back down from this. The first three is a great trilogy, and Scott Cawthon should have stopped there and done other stuff. That's my humble opinion.
Hey, Abysmii. The FNAF game where there are animatronics that are free roaming and have a connection to a Wi-Fi database of pedophiles on the internet, what year does that one take place in?
2020 obviously.
No, it really is from FNAF 2. What the fuck?
No, I know. Whatever, dude. I accept the first three for what they are, and then the fourth one is when I got disillusioned. So
whatever. Yeah, the franchise died after Epstein did.
Epstein didn't kill himself.
Epstein? What the fuck?
Epstein is Purple Guy.
Is he purple from something? No.
Epstein in the ink machine.
Did Purple Guy kill himself?
Has anybody out there made Jeffrey Epstein in Cyberpunk 2077 as their character?
Well, no, because everyone refunded the game.
Oh, that's true. Yeah.
No, because everyone is of age in that game.
Dude, there is a class action securities fraud lawsuit for Cyberpunk 2077. Came across my desk the other day, and it's fucking hilarious.
Came across your desk?
Seriously.
His boss ran in, said, Abysmii, you'll never believe it, we're suing Cyberpunk, and he came across Abysmii's desk from sheer excitement.
Oh. No, they're fucking like, this is just securities fraud, but this year, like, inadvertently, this is the first lawsuit to be suing on the basis of hype producing negative results. Inadvertently. And it's like, everyone who likes video games should be watching this. Seriously.
Inadvertently, he says.
Well,
Cyberpunk is like a Steam asset flip.
Who's suing are not like overhyped in their causes of action, but that is the implication for the underlying what this legal decision will render. Seriously.
So all of legal YouTube and legal Reddit, you heard it here first. Abysmii is suing Cyberpunk.
Yep.
CD Projekt Red coming for that ass.
Well-known lawyer, full-blown lawyer, passing the bar.
Abysmii, is it true you have full-blown legal aids?
Not a lawyer. God damn it. By the way, I don't know if I ever told anyone this meme has extended to my close nuclear family.
Good.
So now they're throwing that joke at me too every time I meet for dinner.
Your family listens to the podcast? What the fuck?
No, my family listens to my wife who extends the jokes in the podcast.
Did you just say my wife? Are you secretly German?
Oh, that's funny.
Uh-oh. Mein Wife und spreaden the memes. I mean, my wife is telling my family about the meme.
Oh, geez, my wife's telling me about them memes. Guys, can we talk about James Dern?
Who is James Dern? Is that James Dean, but like cloned, like poorly? I'm James Dern. I'm a rebel without a jaw.
Oh, guys, how have we not done this for forever?
It's good to be back.
It's so good to be back.
Double, draw James Dern, the failed clone of James Dean. They tried to get him back for a few movies, but he was just flawed.
Can we get James Dern being drop-kicked by Chuck E. Cheese?
Okay, Double, I have another challenge for you. Draw like Foxy from Five Nights at Freddy's, drop-kicking a child, and put the drop-kick of 87 and just put as many FNAF hashtags as you can.
Yeah.
If you get over one like from somebody who's a FNAF fan and not a follower of any of us, Abysmii will pay you $20,000.
No, not 20,000, but I paid double 20 because he did get the requisite amount of likes or retweets. I forget what it was.
Oh my god, he got the number on that fucking Sonic thing?
It was great. So Double, if you can get 20 retweets on what Slimebeast just described, the dropkick of 87. I'll give you another $20.
Okay, and the kid who's being dropkicked as he sails through the air, he has to have a speech bubble that just says, I like Fortnite.
Yeah. And he has to be dropkicking him in Pirates Cove, a la the first game.
He only comes out of Pirates Cove to dropkick you.
Somewhere along the line, he got a taste for it.
Brandon, read, please.
It's not my turn to read.
Oh, it's my turn. God damn it.
You fucking idiot. Read about James Dern.
Fuck off. In life, his name was James Dern, and he was a pretty simple guy. All he wanted in life was to make children happy.
Oh, God.
Pedophile.
Is James Dern a simple guy?
Supposedly, from the stories I've heard growing up, James Dern was not the most handsome nor the brightest, but he was incredibly loving and giving, so he was a fucking beta. His parents...
He's a beta. He cares about people. Fucking beta.
Yeah. Come on. His parents were extremely controlling and extremely... This was a self-insert.
Oh, well, then we better stop insulting the main character.
Yeah, this is someone who doesn't feel attractive, doesn't feel bright, has very controlling parents, but is very kind and thinks they have a good heart.
Wait, is this George Lucas? That's Jam Jam. His name's Jam Banks.
Thanks. Misa, not the brightest nor loving, but very handsome.
What do you want to name this character? What do you want to name the new lead character for the Star Wars franchise? James Dern.
James Dern.
Dern? Dern.
Okay. It seems everything that James did was wrong in the eyes of his parents. He laughed too loudly. He smiled too broadly. They didn't like him telling jokes or dancing because children of God, capitalized, should be serious about life. Is this a Jehovah's Witness reference?
It's Elias.
He's Mormon, not Jehovah's Witness.
I'm sorry to be such a fucking idiot, but I'm just picturing George Lucas. Who's the lead character? James Dern. And the villain? Darth Dern. Who's going to be the romantic lead? Elvira Dern. Alright, we needed a name for the alien race, the Derns.
There's all these rumors about George Lucas coming in to do the next trilogy because Disney fucked up too much, and I don't believe them for a second. But I do like to imagine what he would do this late in life, and it is probably something along the Dern trilogy.
Dern. Rise of the Dern. Alright, so for anybody who wants to know where the Star Wars trilogy should go, check out Resequeled, where we discuss our ideas for Star Wars movies.
You know what? I'm willing to bring back Resequeled.
It's linked in the description below.
Number one, I really enjoyed making the intro music. Number two, enough stuff has come out. I could probably do that again.
Yeah. Number three, my drink is empty. This constant disapproval.
Oh, it's not. I got 2 fingers of gin left.
Oh. This constant disapproval and subsequent punishments for his wrongdoings. This is, okay, wait a minute now. Let me point out something here.
Is this self-insert?
No, we're 1 hour and 2 minutes in. This is the first time I'm reading anything. Eventually started to eat away James's cheerful disposition. He kept trying to fight it, though, and kept trying to do what he thought was his reason for being, making people happy on an island secluded with millionaires.
James is going to turn to the Joker. He's calling it now.
What are these noises?
Slimebeast is having an aneurysm. Slimebeast is molting. It's the time of the month.
I suppose. You all right there, buddy?
Said anything nobody would have known, but okay.
Well,
no,
we can't hear that,
about
so
that.
it's not apparent.
About that.
On OBS, I muted myself, so
good.
People listening are going to think you're just assholes.
Well, he was pulling a DSP and having a good cough, if you
Having
will.
a good time.
In high school, James started dressing up as a clown.
He's the Joker.
And going to a local children's hospital before his revolver dropped out of his butt.
God damn it. My butt revolver, he shrieked.
No, you don't understand. The butt revolver's part of the act.
What do you get?
What do you get?
What do you get when you
put a 38 up a rectum? You shit what you fucking deserve.
Fucking goddamn it.
Local children's hospital.
Shoots the Charmin man in the head. Okay, go ahead.
Listen, whoa. We don't want to piss off our TP overlords.
Oh no, not big toilet paper.
Hey, they were rather important in the beginning of the pandemic, just saying.
Were they?
Listen, I did not have any citizens of Krusty Town during that time, so nothing from Abysmii, okay.
What, you want a fucking handout?
Yeah, Frisky Dingo? Something?
Whoa. We got Abysmii's libertarian side. What do you want, a fucking handout? Fuck off.
That's my secret cap. I have only libertarian sides.
Oh.
That's my secret cap. I'm always selfish.
Walks away. Out of film franchise.
That's my secret cap. Walks away.
I have a secret cap. Leaves.
That's my secret. Capitalism.
Aw, damn.
For the best, I guess. Fuck. You would make a balloon animals. I can't believe you voted for Joe. Thanks.
What else was I going to fucking vote for?
The vaginal Joe. He makes balloon animals and tells the bassist jokes to cheer them up. What do you get?
God damn it. What do you get from God? Cancer. Why are you crying, kid? Why are you crying?
What do you get when you worship the state? His parents and their circle of friends thought James was doing. Oh, God damn it, get it together. What James was doing was making a mockery of the sick and told him that if he really wanted to help, he would end up he would offer prayers at the hospital instead of being a clown. Let me tell you, drunk and dyslexia makes it really hard to read.
Well,
the words are just going everywhere, guys.
I'm going to take these next three.
Go
When
for
James
it.
became an adult, he scraped together all of his savings and bought a truck and filled it with gasoline, combining his love for ice cream and his passion with making people, especially children, happy. This is just 1999. I always thought the reason he focused on making children happy was because his own childhood was marred with such sadness and cruelty. But I digress. Who are you?
huh?
Wait, hold on a second. How is this 1999?
Buying a truck and fucking with children? I don't know.
Buying a truck and fucking with children. The new Garth Brooks album.
There was no truck in 1999. That was my headcanon.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That's,
but your
that's
headcanon
me
is
stealing
canon.
Mr. Bear and doing something good with Mr. Bear because the original author is a plagiarist.
Exactly, which is why I treat it as true canon.
Anyway, it's my turn to read. Everybody shut up.
No, it's not. I haven't done my three. Anyways, because James had such an innocence about him and childlike personality, rumors started after he opened his ice cream truck for business that a grown man could not possibly be that way unless it was a ruse for more nefarious purposes.
What? Be a fucking ice cream salesman?
Hold up.
Be ice cream salesman. Be nefarious. But even with the rumors about James circulating, his ice cream truck was a hit.
To be fair, there were a significant amount of adults of like, why are you in childcare, man? So I feel that of just like, how dare you like the presence of children?
But ice cream man is traditionally a male job, though. You never see ice cream women.
Fair.
They
Yeah,
call
there
it
is
they call it the ice ceiling. Women excluded from the ice cream man industry.
They call it the sucrose ceiling.
cream ceiling? You ever give a girl a cream?
All right. Blah, 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 blah. Okay. James pulled his RV up to the AT&T. Oh no, wait. He started dressing up in his old. What? Ice cream everywhere. God damn. Police are calling it the creamining.
Merry Christmas, everybody. Jesus Christ.
He started.
I want to remark, as bad as that was, there's something interesting I found about our podcast. We have no ceiling for humor because every time we think we peaked with a funny episode, it gets supplanted. For instance, the Bloody Smiler, that was supplanted by the 1999 sequel. That was supplanted by the Barbie.avi sequel, and that was supplanted by the Joe Camel episode.
Mm-hmm.
We have yet to surpass for edginess the Toddlers Get the Bullet 2.
We'll figure it out.
Never ever past that.
Who out of anyone thought that the edgiest joke in fear fiction history would come out of Slimebeast's mouth?
Who ever knew? Who could possibly know? He started dressing up in his own clown outfits and went by the name Jar Jar the Ice Cream Whore, Jam Jam the Ice Cream Man. All the children and most parents loved him, and whenever they'd hear his trucks jingle, they'd come in droves.
I think that should be trucks apostrophe.
Right.
Yeah.
His trucks would be jingling, all of them together, hitched together.
They were made of bells.
I like to think that the reason they distrust him is because he comes rolling down the street and you just hear, "Bring a bucket and a mop for that wet-ass pussy you got." I don't know about this guy.
I see you grinding and grinding.
What if it's actually he's an ice cream man and he like stops in the middle of the highway for kids to run up to him, but there are no children and they call him Jam Jam because he just causes traffic jams. Fucking go, dude! There's no children.
Unironically, that's awesome. Trying to get kids to run into highway traffic, that's fucking nefarious. Seriously.
Fucking hell.
That's but really though, if you go on certain highways in California and you see that there are signs on the freeway of, hey, migrant families running across the highway, be careful. That's real. That's not a fucking joke.
On the sign, they have little people running, being chased by an ice cream truck. Is that?
No, being enticed by one.
Oh, I see.
No, see, that's fine because that's just public safety. What I find offensive is that they're all brown.
Mm-hmm.
Well, it is black on yellow, violent.
Anyway,
Whoa.
so where are
Black
we?
on yellow, black on yellow.
You're
black.
on Monday.
One day, Jam Jam was running late on his route, but insisted that he had to do it anyway, and knowing that it made people happy to see him and his ice cream truck rolling around. Are there ice cream truck schedules? Like, did you ever oh, it's 7:45, ice cream truck's going to be here?
Yeah.
Okay, well, okay, fuck you.
Okay, no, yes, but then I think around the time I was 15, our fucking white-ass, racist-ass, rich neighborhood was like, get out. Like, the adults just straight up told them to leave. Really fucked up.
What was the ice cream truck, like right. A lowrider, or what was?
No,
why were they...
it was just a regular ice cream truck, and they, like, a bunch of fucking old white crackers were like, "Oh, we don't want you playing your jingles out here in our nice neighborhood. Leave." It was fucked up.
Was it a lowrider? Oh my friend!
Yeah.
No Jam Jam.
Oh, God damn it.
The sun had just set and the air was cool as Jam Jam happily drove around his truck. He drove around his truck with his other truck. Slammed into the
car around the truck as it's driving.
Listen, Jam Jam bought a lot of trucks. He didn't really know how it worked. Every time he ran out of ice cream, he bought a new truck full of ice cream. He slammed his brakes as he turned the corner onto
Abernathy.
Thank you. Bridge. Shut up, guys. The horrific scene in front of him rooting him to the spot.
It should be... No, that's correct. Rooting as a root. Yeah, no, that's correct.
Okay. As a group of teenage boys...
Can I just say one thing? Can I just say one thing? By correcting Dead Palette, Abysmii just robbed us of the perfect title for this podcast, which was going to be Albanian Taffy Bridge.
No, that is not better than the Dropkick of 87.
That's true.
It's not.
I would not have come up with anything creative.
A group of teenage boys stood around a naked, unconscious girl. Some zipping up their pants. Oh boy, okay. Some peeing on the poor girl.
How do you know she wasn't into it? I mean, obviously you're going to make that assumption, but you don't know. People have kinks.
The unconscious part is how I know. Jam Jam honked his horn to scare the boys off, and when they looked up and saw him, they sneered and ran off, shouting obscenities at him as they left. I'm not against having this gruesome and fucked up of a scene in a story, but the whiplash, and it almost speaks of impropriety because we've had no lead up to this.
Right.
Plus, this is microwave horror.
I hate to say it also, but this is all completely lifted from the Bangarang music video, so.
Remember when
Bang-her-tang.
Okay. Jam Jam got out of his truck. Jam Jam got out of his truck and ran to the girl using his clown top to cover her body. I don't like that sentence.
Can I just say, as disgusting and horrible as the scenario is, I do find it funny that she would wake up going, "Why did they dress me as a clown?" What the fuck is wrong with these boys?
Uncaring of the coldness settling on his lanky tank top covered frame, he gently nudged her and brushed her long hair out of the face.
God.
No.
Nope.
He noticed blood on the girl's lips and cried in fear as he inspected her mouth, revealing her tongue had been cut out.
Okay, is he in the ER? Is he a paramedic? Because I don't think he should be.
Yeah, no.
Oh my God, we should combine ice cream trucks with ambulances. Have them out always roaming, you know?
He screamed and cried for help, trying to get anyone's attention that may have been near. This is... Ooh, okay.
You have to set up the fact that he's going to be blamed for what happened to her.
And even if he is, it doesn't feel like it's earned at all.
I mean, if you toned it down a little bit, it would be fine. And I'm not saying I'm going to tone police the story. It's just a matter of if he found her on the side of the road as is with no... And there were, rapey boys who ran away, it just would be, I think, a little better because it's like, then one day on his route, he found somebody on the side of the road and you're like, okay, well, what's this about? But
Hold up. I did not rape anyone. It was just a little bro on bro piss play, okay? Listen.
God damn it.
That, like, the girl is unconscious and bloody and all that is a bit much. If it had just been he happened upon a group of boys and then the boys scattered upon him showing up and there was a girl and she seemed a bit disheveled and she was crying, that is enough to implicate impropriety. This is way too much. It's too on the nose.
Like the clown nose. Yeah, the thing is...
Too much piss on the clown nose,
her tongue is cut out so that she can't tell anybody that it wasn't him, that type of shit. So it's like...
Yeah.
You could see the machinations.
Did they chop off her fingers, too?
Well, there's going to be a mob that shows up or something right then. They're not going to think about giving her paper.
Yeah.
His defense... Jam's defense is just like, Your Honor, could this humble ice cream salesman produce this much urine?
You know how long it takes to get out of the soup?
God damn it.
Well, okay, this is the problem, though. Like, they're setting up Jam as this tragic, innocent character when they should be setting up Jam as an icon pasta, and I can't believe I'm saying that.
Well, but it's going to get there.
The fact that Jam, it was framed, and then Jam turns Jeff the Killer and kills people, like, okay. What about this is scary? This is just tragic, and it's not very well-paced tragedy. It's
falsely accused Freddy Krueger.
Yeah.
They're going to catch him up with him. They're going to see what's going on. Somebody's going to kill him, and there's some days that, or some nights, you can see an ice cream truck going by, and you hear the jingle playing, Jam, the ice cream man. Slamming your hand in the nightstand.
Some nights I stay up pissing on teenage girls.
All right, where are we? And who's what?
Move on.
I said maybe you're gonna piss on that girl, baby.
With your urethra wide open. Fuck.
I would piss on a girl. I would. I
swallow my hurl.
No.
I would swallow my hurl. Sure. Can we move on?
Yes.
I'm perfectly fine moving on and getting to some other place where I can drunkenly just spitball bullshit. But teenage girl is not a good place to stop.
All right, so where are we and what's going on?
It's your turn. It was
a girl, he was a boy, and it seemed very obvious. It was then that the town's biggest...
He had to pee.
What?
She had to die.
Jesus.
It was not a lie.
Fuck. Hey, you have found a dead girl. No way. It was then.
You should be on.
Fuck. It was then.
I'm just a bad clown. Wanna be a sad clown. Kind of girl I peed on.
Damn it. So, it was then that the town's biggest gossip came jogging by. The king of Suma Beach, the king of Gossip Beach.
God damn it.
Big by size. It was then that the town's biggest gossip came jogging by, dragging her Yorkshire Terrier by its leash. That's good, that's good picture painting.
Yeah.
She had been scolding the little dog on not going to the bathroom yet when she saw Jam hovering over the girl, clad only in his tank top and clown pants.
Hey, little girl, are you dead? Is it okay to kick you? Oh my god, your tongue's been cut out.
This girl is dead. She hopped on her Yorkshire Terrier and took off.
The woman screamed and ran off as Jam tried desperately to get her to call someone for help. He had no phone and didn't want to leave the poor girl by herself. She was still alive, but just barely.
And her phone was waterlogged.
Mm-hmm. And there
was After a moment, angry shouts came down the road, and Jam Stood up to flag them down, not knowing that the men were coming for him. Mm-hmm. The lady had told them and everyone she could find that Jam had hurt and possibly killed a young girl down by Tabernacle Bridge. She came to the house where some of the boys who attacked the girl lived, and as she told their fathers what she saw, the boys quickly agreed and lied. Listen, that clown, he can pee a lot.
That clown did it.
Clown did it. No other option. This is very clear. Clown just pee raped.
Now, guys, everybody calm down. I don't know if we should go around just wildly accusing Pisso the clown of peeing on this girl.
Your Honor, we're bringing 3 counts of pee rape on Pisso the Clown.
God damn it! No! Don't make P-rape a meme of this fucking show. Also, it sounds like the name of a rapper. Featuring P-rape.
If it pleases your honor, can we please bring up Urian Pisso the Clown Piecer to the stand?
Oh, God.
And lied that they had seen Jam Jam raping her but ran off because they were scared of him.
His
This
momentary
is Jeff the
relief. Oh, that's a bad choice of words. Was quickly shot down as some of the men grabbed him and violently dragged him into the nearby woods. It's always the woods. It's never the desert. The other men stayed behind to get the girl to the hospital.
I like the idea.
I
like the idea there's a forest on one side of the road and a desert on the other.
Hey, in northern Arizona, that is possible. Jam Jam cried and yelled for them to listen to what had happened and what he saw, but the men were crazed with a violent mob mentality. Freak! They shouted as they pried open his mouth and cut out his tongue.
Why?
Because it's like poetry, it rhymes. Knew there was something not right about you, others screamed as they spat on him. A grown man acting the way you do? Of course you'd be a pedo, more yelled.
What, in unison?
Yes.
A grown man acting like you do. Of course, you'd be a bad pedo.
Grown man, you look like a pedo.
Oh, God.
Isn't pedo kind of like an internet term, like a little bit?
For creepypasta narrators, yeah.
For creepypasta narrators, specifically, certain ones, like Creeps McPasta, who is a known pedophile.
Dead Pallet is drunk. And correct.
And correct.
I'm just saying that naming him Jam Jam is not a good name for someone who's being accused of rape.
Oh, God damn it.
God damn it.
If only he had gone with his first name, the first name he wanted to use. What was it? Forsey McNo-Consent?
No, that's just the name the internet selected for the next spacecraft.
And the new Mars rover named by an internet poll, Forsey McNo-Consent.
Well, okay.
The Mars rover rolling up in a van with an airbrush painting on the side comes out in a little pencil mustache. Glasses.
Okay, so if we name the episode Dropkick of 87, that's funny. But if we name it... What was it?
I have no idea.
If we name it Forsey McNo-Consent, then we don't need to put a trigger warning on this episode.
God damn.
No, the Dropkick of 87 is too choice. I'm sorry.
It is pretty choice.
It's too good.
Whose turn is it?
It's Slimebeast's turn.
Oh,
no,
God.
wait. Yeah, no, it is Slimebeast's turn. Yeah, at the mob.
The mob was practically rabid. The mafia. In their hate for this guy, and always they always deemed as odd. After cutting off his tongue, the men strung up poor Jam Jam in the woods as he whimpered and cried. They jeered and would urinate into beer cans that they would hurl at him as he hung. Okay, author, I don't like to make it about the author, but author, do you have some kinks?
Okay, on the one hand, painting a picture that this mob is drunk and a bunch of fucking, like, hicks who then, like, drink their fucking Budweisers or their PBRs and they pee into those beer cans and hurl it at him, that it's ridiculous, but it's not out of the realm of possibility.
This necessitates the idea that they heard about a possible murder victim, a teenage girl who had been abused up the road, currently with her abuser, and they stopped to grab a beer on the way.
You assume that they weren't just drinking beforehand because it was the day of the week.
Well, they brought their beer with them. Either way.
Either way, Abysmii knows about day drinking. Jam Jam, fear and pain and confusion morphed into rage and hate as he hung
of course
there,
it did.
Wondering why this would be his end when what word is that? I'm not joking.
When his entire
life was about making others happy, he vowed to himself that he would take his revenge.
And there it is.
You either die a clown or you live long enough to become a piñata.
After Jam Jam took his last breath, the men cheered and set his body on fire. Yeah, it was just a joyous occasion.
They Freddy Kruegered him good.
But they were not done with their hate. Man, I love this idea of just like, yeah, they're unfairly hating this guy and just acting as judge, jury, and executioner. But I do love the idea of like, this rapist. He was just done wrong.
What the fuck?
Okay, I said this is 1999. This is Jeff the Killer. This is self-indulgent revenge fantasy to an extreme.
Do you think he's going to come back all burnt and everything, and he's going to have an ice cream scoop on each finger, like Kruger's glove?
The first part, yes. The second part, no. Because the second part is too creative.
If he comes back as like a crispy guy, can he serve baked ice cream, like fried ice cream?
Yeah.
Because I like some fried ice cream. It's been a while. Chi-Chi's went out of business.
Oh.
The one. I don't know if anyone else laughs at that, but I found it funny. That Jam took such pride in was his ice cream truck. The men laughed, and they banded together as one to push Jam's beloved ice cream truck into the river that ran under, I can't think of anything. Abernathy Bridge.
Kia.
Come on, everyone was on the edge of their toes to figure out how I said it wrong.
So listen now, everybody's under the edge of their feet wondering why I gotta say the word of a bridge.
Listen, everyone's wanting me to say the word, so I'm gonna say it, Elias. Don't let that go to air.
The young girl...
Moved to Bel Air with her auntie and uncle.
Abysmii might also be drunk. The young girl miraculously survived, and when she learned what happened to Jam, she cried silently for days. That'd be difficult without a tongue. After she wrote down to authorities what really happened on the fateful night.
Are we picturing a young teenage girl just?
I don't know.
Are we picturing Will Smith getting urinated on at the intro?
I got one golden shower and my mom got scared.
I wrote to the police and it was like, help me. The police arrested the boys that had actually raped the young girl, but the small mob of men that murdered Jam were never tried.
Why not?
The reason being that they were never acting in The reason being that they were acting in self-defense for the girl on the assumption that Jam was assaulting her.
Nope.
That's not how the law works.
Resident lawyer. Do you have any concerns about this? Can we get a little bit of a lawyer's react?
I'm not a lawyer, but here, okay, so standing is a very general public legal principle. You cannot sue someone on someone else's behalf. If you are not the aggrieved or damaged party, you really cannot just be like, they got hurt, so I'm a sue.
So what about killing?
No, like, if someone kills someone else, you can help report evidence, but you can't sue someone because they killed someone else.
Wait a minute.
That's not how that works.
Are you telling me that revenge killings are illegal?
Yes.
Odd.
Just like all killings are illegal, unless the cops do it.
Well,
you know. It honestly didn't matter what they did. The damage had been done.
God damn it. All clowns are bastards.
An innocent man was tortured and killed by a group of people that already had prejudice against him for being what they deemed to be different. Ever since then, our town has been in the grips of Jam's revenge.
By what they perceive to be different?
A clown.
Clowns? Or rapists?
This should just been called Jam's Revenge, and I'd be more on par with it, or more excited for it.
Getting jiggy with it. Jam. This reminds me of a story, Abysmii, you might recall it. This reminds me of a story called Unmarked White Man. Do you remember that? I don't know if I actually called it that, but
vaguely, but no, that wasn't the exact title, I don't think.
I wrote a shitpost story one time about a guy who went around in a white van and got murdered by the town because they thought he was a pedophile because he had a white van. And it just is like, this is unironically the same fucking thing. And it's not that it's
just unmarked van.
But
okay. Yeah, it could be wrong.
It's not that it's bait, or it's not referential of anything I did. It's just a matter of, it's just, I'm reading the same story again.
But this one has a clown.
Yeah. Okay. Jam Jam's Revenge. Or so it goes, I guess. Oh, okay.
Oh, okay. So all this is suspect.
Maybe. Unreliable
This
narrator.
is all a one big allegation.
Okay, so if you're going to write a story with an unreliable narrator, it's not that in the last part of your story you say, maybe not though, I don't know.
Unreliable
I'm an unreliable narrator.
Unreliable narrator. The Creepypasta story.
Damn it. Oh, who puts the in CP? It's CMP.
Now listen, I don't type like that.
What the fuck?
Now listen.
It's me, Creepypasta. Oh, family.
Can any of us really do a British accent well enough?
As someone who spent a long time in Britain, I still can't do a very good British accent.
What if he made a response video where he comes on and he says, "The DMs are clearly British and I am not British, as you can tell from my voice. I would not say bloody hell, I would say gall darn it."
Gall darn it. James darn it.
Skullduggery, that's what Americans say, right?
Oh, God. Fucking hell. Or so it goes, I guess. I do believe the whole story about the girl and Jam Jam's innocence, however, because my source for that is someone I highly trust. A local cop who's best friends with my father. No. My great aunt was the poor girl on the bridge. Great aunt Gertrude.
Okay.
But as far as Jam Jam's revenge, I don't know how much I believe, since I've never really seen anything ever in my life. I'm blind. I was born that way, you see.
Okay.
So your great aunt. So when would this take place?
The 50s, I'm guessing, 60s, maybe.
Well, they're saying that they didn't have a cell phone, which implies cell phones are real.
Are they? Are they?
How can cell phones be real if birds aren't real?
Wait a minute. It says at the beginning of the story, his conservative Christian parents wouldn't let him play Fortnite or Fall Guys, and especially not Among Us. Wait a minute.
Wait a minute.
So I'm not reading anymore. Go ahead.
Where are we?
Brandon, you're at according to rumors.
Somebody get the bucket of ice.
People walk past dusk.
People walking past dusk. The end. Period.
Start hearing jingles of his ice cream truck. If you hear the jingles, pretty much you're marked for death. Jam Jam. Well, they say Jam Jam let you hear the jingle of his truck to let you know he's coming before you and later while you're nice and warm. Bed, you're safe. You'll hear it again, the jingle. Jam Jam will come into your room and you will smell the scent of baked Alaska before you see him.
You'll smell the scent of baked Alaska before he's whisked away to federal prison.
I was hoping someone would interrupt that. Very slowly, you will start to see blackened claws of his fingers as he snakes his way into your bed.
Kruger claws.
This is just Krampus.
You're Krampus.
This is the pop-up toy from Krampus.
This is Freddy Krampus. Freddy
They're
Krueger
just saying,
Krampus.
don't believe any of the allegations against Freddy Krueger, okay?
It's all Krampus.
Did he like sharing his workshop with children? Yes. But he was a bit of an eccentric, you have to admit.
Is everyone excited for that fucking Willy Wonka prequel? No.
Is anyone excited?
No one's excited for that.
I am not excited for that because it's high time we had a female Willy Wonka. Ellen DeGeneres is Willy Wonka.
Is Wilhelmina Wonka.
Just an hour and a half of Ellen DeGeneres mistreating Oompa Loompas.
You won't be able to run as his badly burned and decayed face looms over you, and just when you open your mouth to scream, he rips out your tongue from you.
So Slimebeast called it. Not that it was a difficult call, but you did call it. Honestly, now that I think about it, I don't believe it.
I called it, but it wasn't difficult, just like everyone's mom listening to this right now.
So, there's a story. I'm not sure if I believe it. In fact, I don't.
Yeah.
Cool. Thank you for wasting our time. Rather, I don't want to believe it, considering that I was on my way to my girlfriend's house to drop off some textbooks she left at my place Okay, Incel. I thought I could.
She left off the textbooks. At the top of the pile of textbooks was local horror legends with an image of Jam Jam on the cover. What the fuck?
I thought I could get there in time and be back before the sun set, but my neighbor Edward stopped me to chat, and I lost track of the time.
Edward Scissorhands.
The sun had just set, but it's fine. I'm almost at my house anyway. We were having a tense shift real hard right now.
Yeah. So now it's the present, sort of, maybe. Hey,
Whatever.
Brian, you hear that? Hey, Brian, remember the time? My next-door neighbor called to me from his driveway. His family had just moved here about a month ago from Texas, so he hadn't heard the story of Jam Jam the Ice Cream Man. I thought he was your friend. Wait. Edward
Neighbor.
Stopped me, and I lost track of time. Why did I think it was his friend?
I don't know. Just neighbor.
Anyway. I shook my head no in response to his question, although I did hear it. Clear as day, I hurried in as my neighbor called out to me. Go ahead, DP, bring it home. You've earned it.
What the hell do you suppose Ice Cream Man doing at this time of night?
Flawlessly
Edward was a
executed.
drunk. Okay.
Oh my fucking God.
This is, as much as we're ragging on it, this is very classic creepypasta in that it's amateur, it's clunky, and
It's very classic creepypasta that it's bad.
is like, again, like if this is a young person writing for the first time, I don't want to harp on them.
The author of the story allegedly has a husband.
A girlfriend.
No. Thank you. I got the idea when I used to live in a neighborhood that didn't have any street lights and it was incredibly dark at night. I'd hear some nights there was a jingle of ice cream truck, but I never actually saw a truck. My husband and I would just stare at each other like, what the fuck, lol?
Okay,
That's
so
fake.
I have a question about...
Bisexuals don't exist. Whatever.
I have a question about the husband.
What? I love that the gender of the narrator is not specified. You're like, they have a husband? Bisexuals don't exist.
Because bisexual, and then in the fucking story, it's girlfriend. Anyway, occasionally I'll see... Here's the weird thing, like... this is
Yes,
the weird
because
thing about...
authors and narrators are the same thing.
Well, here's the weird thing about Twitter. I will see someone complaining about someone else saying bisexuals don't exist. So I haven't seen the discriminatory tweet, but I've seen the reaction to it. So that's my only...
Was there any
exposure
tweet
to it.
being reacted to, though, really? If you think about it.
I don't doubt that it happens. I really don't.
Yeah.
But, like, it's just that...
Dude, it doesn't... There is no such thing as bi erasure. Ask my lesbian girlfriend, Chelsea.
Yeah, there you go.
Who probably doesn't exist. Because you keep bringing on someone who's claiming that they keep Cheez-Its in the freezer. It's all a fucking plant. I'm sorry.
Yeah,
It can't be real.
What happens is Dead Palette has a soundboard, and he just presses buttons, and it goes, Cheez-Its in the freezer! And, like, over and over.
Oh, Chelsea.
Yeah. Chelsea, what did you think of the story? How would you rate it? Crows and biscuits, you know. But I think what I would ask about the author's husband is which Doctor Who is it? Is it David Tennant? Is it which fictional character is your husbando?
Yeah, I guess we're ending there.
Why? No. End on something better than that.
We can say more. I don't know if we can say more about this. It's very...
Can we?
Okay,
it's rushed.
I'm certainly not in a state to say
Okay,
anything
drunks.
very clearly.
Drunks,
No,
shut
but
up. Drunks.
It is rushed. It is...
Trying
it's
to get drunks to shut up.
unfocused. And yeah, no, like this could be better. It needs a lot of reformatting and changing around, but yeah, that's all I want to say. Fine,
Trying to get a drunk to shut up is like trying to put urine back in your dick. The story itself, if it had come before Jeff the Killer, if it had come before a lot of the stuff, it would be interesting, but right now, as it stands, it's just a trope fest of everything that has already been done, so it kind of is hard to judge it on anything other than the fact that it's like not Friday the 13th, Nightmare on Elm Street and Jeff the Killer and all, these different influential things.
I would disagree, because this is basically Candyman.
It's everything. It's Ice Cream Man.
No, this is
Jam Jam the
Candyman, but
Candyman.
not interesting, and without the racial discriminatory subtext.
Well, you don't know.
So,
Maybe he was a racial clown.
how do you know they're all under face paint?
Wow. Maybe that's the whole thing. They thought there was something off about him because they just did not like whiteface. You right?
Clown da-na-na, clown da-na-na, da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da, clown sounds.
This has been the Fear Fiction Podcast. Your hosts are Abysmii, Dead Palette, and Slimebeast. Music by Abysmii. Art by C.F. Comer. Voiceover by Atticus Jackson. Edited by Elias the Intern. Subscribe to Fearfic on YouTube to stay up to date on new episodes.
The following are story titles found on r/nosleep.
The food pyramid hovers silently over my town, slowly rotating and absorbing our resources. Today it assimilated our grains.
Fuck, now my socks are haunted too?
Scientists have finally picked up signals from aliens in deep space. And they're virtue signals.
I went to a restaurant called Man Meat, and you won't believe what the burgers were made out of. 100% Angus beef. It was great. Also, the waiters have big, luscious cocks.
My mom sent me a cursed image of a horribly deformed monster, so I forwarded it to everybody in my family to save myself. Turns out it was just my cousin's new baby. Yikes.
Ever wonder why potato chip bags are half filled with air? That's potato ghosts.
All the children in town look like me, and I think I know why. Part 1 of the Man-Horse series.
All of the stores in my small town are mysteriously closing. Be sure to buy my book on Amazon.
I'm hiding a zombie bite from the other survivors, not to deceive them, but because it's on an embarrassing appendage.
These substitute teachers cook up just like the real thing.
Just joking. Those were found on r/nostories, a subreddit for clickbait story titles. Sub to that subreddit today. It's free.
These were written by Slimebeast. Go make fun of him.
So it's like a 9-inch penis is what you're saying, right? Peeners.
9-inch Penis, the 9 Inch Nails cover band. I don't know what. Okay.
No, it's a
I
porn
wanna
parody.
fuck you with my 9-inch penis.
This is actually less lewd than the original song. Shut up out there.
Head like a dick. Big like a dick. I got a dick.
Damn it. Bow down before the yeah, that works too.
Yeah.
Y'all know more 9-inch Nails than I do.
Wow. That we know more 9 Inch Nails songs than 9 Inch Nails aficionado and superfan with his Nin t-shirt.
Okay. I guess I'm going to Twitter this very moment.
Dead Palette, what's the lead singer's name? Go.
Trent Reznor?
No. The lead
Dick
singer.
Resner.
Johnny Cash. What the fuck are you talking about?
Johnny Cash. Bow down in a ring of fire.
What if they had Johnny Cash record other 9 Inch Nails songs? Why, it might sound a little something like this. Elias, cue the sketch.
Oh my god.
Right. Yeah, cue the original song, written and produced solely by Abysmii.
Yes.
Yeah, no.
As Abysmii, you need to whip out your Johnny Cash Vocaloid.
God damn it. Wait a minute. Is a Vocaloid like a voice modulator?
Yeah,
It's a voice synthesizer.
Okay, I thought Vocaloids were like the fucking VTuber things, like the fucking...
To be technical, a Vocaloid is composed of a music bank and the VTuber element.
Oh, I see.
Although it's a VTuber before a VTuber.
Oh, I see, I see.
So yes, so there's the two different elements.
Oh, I see.
And then there's also the spark of magic, the producer, the person who's actually making the song.
Oh, I see. Boy, I just saw that Big Bird is trending on Twitter, but don't worry, he's not dead.
Oh, man.
Oh.
Apparently he had some comments about the Capitol riot. I don't know.
Does anyone have I don't even know what Big Bird actually sounds like. I was just about to do Kermit, so.
Hey everybody, Big Bird here.
Big Bird is like kind of high and nasally like this, but like
that's right. That's right. Yeah.
It's hard to do unless you're the voice actor for Big Bird.
Can you just imagine Big Bird as a Boogaloo boy?
The t-shirt and everything.
He's got the Hawaiian t-shirt and the like cargo shorts.
Yeah. An AK-47 strapped. He's got like 2 of them strapped along his long ass back.
No, it would be an AR-15.
AR-15, yeah.
Yeah, that's the American. Like they're not a fan of that simply because you're bad.
I'm stuck in like the 90s and shit where it's like the AK-47, AK-47, AK-47. Now it's all AR-15. Fucking
no, AK-47 is what you use. Like if you're a fellow member of the Trenchcoat Mafia like myself, then that's
card-carrying member.
Card-carrying member.
Can we get a new updated intro where it's like card-carrying Trenchcoat Mafia member Dead Pallet talking basement goose Slimebeast?
No, it should just be instead. This is, we have over 9,000 members of the Trenchcoat Mafia with their AKs ready and willing.
That's true. What is the plug that we're doing? Are we plugging?
I don't know. We need 9 of them.
The Trenchcoat Mafia.
Over 9,000 plugs. I'm so glad that I changed my
diaper.
Twitter. Yeah, that too. It was getting stinky. Changed my location to Japan, so now I just get Japanese news that I can't read, and now no politics are happening.
Hey, that's good.
That's all you do.
Who the hell knows who Trumpu is? We don't know.
Trump.
There's this old Japanese fellow on the trending right now, and I'm guessing he's either being Me Too'd or being held accountable for inside trading. I don't know. It just looks like from this video that he is being held very accountable for some bad actions.
If you commit insider trading on the Nikkei, do you have to commit seppuku?
Yes.
That's a good idea.
It has to be from internal bleeding.
Okay, so that's the rule then. If you're doing insider trading, it's got to be seppuku. You got to stab yourself in the gut. But if it's just market manipulation, that's a lesser crime because you're not, it's not like you have unfair data. You're just, messing with the market. You have to lose a finger like Yakuza.
Ah, yeah. Okay. You're welcome, Nikkei. We just wrote your rules for you.
You're welcome, America. We just wrote your rules for you. We could just fucking shove that at the end of something. Fuck it.
Sure. Yeah, let's do it.
Make that a plug.
Yeah, fuck it. I don't care.